Hey guys, welcome to video 1 of Learn How to Crochet. Beginner basics, making a slip knot, and how to chain. So let's get started. This is an acrylic 4-ply yarn in hot pink, and I'm working with a 5mm hook, which is what's recommended. So let's start by chucking your yarn to the left, especially if you're a right-handed crocheter. Pull up your yarn this way. Make sure the tail is in your right hand. For a righty, if you're left-handed, just do it the opposite. Hold between your index and your thumb and wrap it around snugly. Make sure that it's wrapped over the tail of the yarn. And here you can loosen it up a little bit just to make it easier to get in. And you can either pull your loop through with your finger, but I'm going to use my hook. I'm just a little bit more used to it. You just grab it and hold the tension of the loose end. It makes it easier to pull it through. You can keep pulling and tightening by holding only the little end of the tail. If you sew, if you cross stitch, or you knit, you've probably made a slip knot before. And you've probably made a slip knot just to tie up a bag. So it's pretty simple. Make the knot large enough to get your hook into, and then we're going to adjust it to the proper hook size depending on what you are using. Insert your hook. Pull on the long end, the end that's still attached to the ball of yarn basically, and bring your attention to what it should be. And it should be loose enough to move around on your hook, but not loose enough that it's going to fall off, and not too tight that it's just going to stay there. Like it gets stuck. So loosen it up, make sure your tension is proper. Now, how do we hold a crochet hook when we're trying to crochet or chain? I hold it in different ways, and many people hold it in different ways, but the most comfortable for me is I hold it loosely between my 3 fingers at the end of my hand. I use my index as a guide or as a holder for when I'm making a stitch, and my thumb rests on this flat little part of the hook. It makes it so much more comfortable. And I added some grip on my hook because I don't like just a straight hook. So hold it loosely enough so you can glide your hand over the hook as you're working, kind of like when you're playing pool. You need to be able to slide easily, but you still need to have control. I'm going to wrap your yarn over. This is called yarning over. So from the back, come over the top and to the front. This is how I hold the yarn. Again, do what's comfortable for you, but this is what I do. And to start making your chains, you have to hold either the tail or that little nub, and I prefer the tail. You pull it through, make sure your yarn is still the proper tension, and continue. So I'm using my finger to show you. I hold it in place, and then I just pull the tail end, pull my hook through. Make sure you turn your hook down to point towards the bottom so that it doesn't just slip, your yarn doesn't slip off your hook. And this is how I guide my hook, by sliding it over my finger, under the yarn, hooking it, and then pulling down the hook and through, and we're done. If you're ready, catch the next video.